All right, on today's 30-minute mechanic, we're going to see if this thing will crank up and run. So buckle up, let's go. Okay, as I was kind of straightening some stuff up here to get it off the car so it doesn't like fall on the motor while it's running, and rubber band, and look, I found my fuse. So I can pull this fuse back out, well maybe, that I borrowed from the other car. See, I told you it was laying around here somewhere, and it was. I can put that back in the red 95. Now we got oil in it, got water in it, got some transmission fluid in it, but it's leaking around the dipstick down there, so I got a pan underneath there catching that. Just leaking real little bit, not a whole lot. So now I guess our next step is going to be prime this sucker with the drill and see if we can make some oil pressure, fill up the filter and all that stuff. So let's get that going. Where's the drill? And what I do is I just take an extension, put a socket on it, chuck it up in my drill, and just for peace of mind, I always put one little twist of electrical tape to keep the socket from accidentally falling off. Now, big Fords and small Fords, rotation of the distributor is counterclockwise. So see what we do here. There it goes. Putting a whammy to it now. Okay, y'all can be my eyes in there and tell me how much oil pressure I got. Okay, that all looked good. So we're all primed up. We can stick our cam position sensor that we're not using back in. Shouldn't be a big deal to, oh yeah, I just dropped right in. Dropped right in. Put the hold down on it. Because all it's doing is driving the oil pump. And I need a socket. Golly. Hey, the battery's still hooked up. I was literally just thinking, did I unhook the battery? Man, that's terrible. That thing's been hooked up for a couple of days. Yikes. Okay. That's the old cardiac arrest system there. Gosh. I was just thinking, am I sure the battery's disconnected? And and then my thought was, well, of course it is, dummy. Always check. Now my battery is probably going to be too weak. Hopefully not. That trunk light was on the whole time. I do have a jump box, so we can, and I got lugs up here at the front to hook the jump box up to. So if it is too weak, then we got the jump box at least. All right. Well, crud. I got what I need right here. Also need a box and maybe half box end, open end, whatever. Gosh, that's, you know, that's how it goes. I just made a mistake. Alternator. Sure, all our wiring is alternator plug, alternator wire. Gosh. Both of these just slide in. And I just dropped my nut. Get in the right spot. And then where's my other bolt? There it is. Think. Ah, brother. We need a different socket. You know, you're probably thinking, James, why'd you put the alternator up there so high? Well, it's because I was originally going to, it's because I wanted to try to retain the factory AC pump, power steering pump, and all that mess. So I thought, well, if I want to retain all that stuff, why don't I just build a front drive plate that puts everything back where Ford had it on the 4.6. So here we are. Which all that front dress stuff is also a science experiment. Basically took a steel big block Ford motor plate that you'd use to mount an engine, trimmed the ends off of it, and then built bracketry to hold the factory stuff kind of in the position that it was on the 4.6. So, I mean, it could work, or it could fail spectacularly. I guess I also need to get in there and make sure there's no oil leaky anywhere. Let's see, alternator plugs in right there. That one plugs in right there. Those wires are not in very good condition. Where's the power? Which way does it go? Did I just trap it underneath there like a dummy? Or what? Well, I can't remember how it was routed. Didn't go that way. Good grief. Let's pull it back out this way. Okay. Really want it to go kind of that way. Maybe. Maybe? Yeah, whatever. Where's the nut? What size is that nut? Supposed to go off that way, but I don't really want it right on top of that AN fitting. It doesn't give me warm, fuzzy, happy feelings. Oh, there's a notch for this side too. Okay. Come on. Come on, rubber booty. There. Yeah, I like that 100,000 times better. Okay, now the belt. And it has been so long, I don't remember how the belt goes, how the tensioner, how to release tension on the tensioner. Maybe a really big, where'd it go? Pry bar. Also known as the screwdriver. It's been so long. So long since I fiddled with it, I don't remember. Push it down a little bit that way. Whoops. I mean, this is, their belt is, slinks down around and over. Probably have to get a light to shine. It's not. Is it on that one? No. Still no. Uh-oh, I think I see oil on the floor. Ruh-roh. That may need to be taken care of first. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, it's not engine oil. It's power steering fluid from leaking from the hose connection on this reservoir. I may have to squeegee that and see if I can jam it on there a little better. So, hang on, at least it's not engine oil. I was afraid it was just dumping buckets of engine oil on the ground. That would not make my day. Okay, after many minutes of torture trying to get the tensioner twisted to get the belt back on. I've decided to take the tensioner off, and I'm going to weld a nut on the arm. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Weld a nut on the arm so I can put a wrench down in there and loosen it if I ever need to in the future, because there's no way to get a hold of it. Some tensioners have like a square hole in them you can put a breaker bar into. This one doesn't have anything. And the only thing I can assume, I just guessed that Ford did that because where it was on the 4.6, it wasn't any trouble to get to, I guess. I don't know. Man, I got these dudes. I got those bolts tight. Of course, they've been on there. This project has gone a long time, so they've been on there a long time. Never run, but they've been on there a long time. Okay, let's see if we can get this bolt out. Maybe not. There, I think it's loose. I think our tensioner is loose. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get it out. Maybe. If I can get it out. Come on. May not be able to get it out. What is happening here? There we go. That bolt's out. And I got one more down here that doesn't, of course, doesn't want to come out. Come on. There it goes. Okay. Factory Ford. What's going on now? No, come on. Can't get the bolt out of the tensioner. It's coming out of the bracket. Okay. All right. Yeah. See that dude. And there's nothing on there to grab onto. This hole's round. So I tried putting a could have tried to grab that side, but that's really hard to get to back in there the way it's made. So I'm going to kind of grind that off right there, and I'm going to weld a nut right there. Just enough that I can get a wrench on it. Actually weld a nut like right here. Or I can get a wrench on it and pull back on it. All right, we got it kind of slipped back in there. And I can't get my ratchet on it because of a air conditioner line. So I'm looking for a 9/16. Ratcheting box in. One of the best tools ever. And maybe that'll catch and kind of screw in. And then get the nut on the back side. And it's not far enough in yet. Can't believe I didn't have the clamp on the dadgum power steering reservoir. That is somewhat disturbing. Hey, you just screwed that one in my finger. And then, oh, I dropped the nut. And do not see it anywhere. Oh, it's more. Of course. Let's go get the magnet. Of course, it's as far away from me as it could get. And it's in the middle of the car. Couldn't just fall right in front of me. Nope. Nope. Gotcha. That's not even the right nut. That wasn't the right nut. Where's the one I dropped? Oh my goodness. Is that it over there? No. Again, it's a million miles away from where it fell. That's it. Yep. There it is. Okay, let's see if we can get this tightened back up. One of my goals for this car was to maintain the air conditioning. And I'm telling you, there are times when I question that because of all the stuff. All the wires, all the hoses, mainly all the lines. There's just a gob of air conditioning. They come over here, they run over here, they run over there. They have a, like this has a pressure sensor right here. These lines come out and they go down and around and out and around and back, and oh my word, they're testing me. And we pulled them all off of the red 95. That was kind of nice. It sure got rid of a lot of clutter. But I want to try to keep the air conditioning. Okay, that part's done. Let's see if we can, now see if we can get the belt on it. That was a heck of a chase. You know what? I welded, gosh, I'm hiccuping, I don't know why. Welded that nut on there and I have no idea what size it is. But I'm gonna guess, and it's not a 3/4. It's not gonna be a 5/8 either. Hello, 11/16. Piece of metal stuck in my finger. Not 11/16 either. Well, then I just welded a metric nut on there. Oh, which is okay, because this is not gonna be that one. There's metric stuff all over this car, so maybe it won't be a big deal. It's probably not a 19, which is what I have in my hand. I think it's an 18. That's not an 18. Okay, here I thought this video was going to be, hey, come out, turn the car on, you know, prime the oil system, put the belt on it, and see if it'll crank. And it's turned into, hey, let's take stuff apart. Oh my gosh. Let's take stuff apart, and where is my belt? Redo things, and I can't find my, there it is. Take things off, redo things, put them back. Oh boy. serpentine belts are okay until you don't have a lot of room to work with, and you got to get every one of them on their pulley. And then you have a couple that don't want to play. What is happening here? There. Come on. And you don't have room to stick your hand in to get them where they need to go. Oh gosh. Something close to being around the crank pulley. That one goes around. It's on the crank pulley there. It's on the power steering, crank pulley, idler, tensioner. It's not on the air conditioner. Okay. I think we have everybody in the right spot. Yeah. Look at that. Everybody in their grooves. Everybody's in their grooves. Oh gosh. Finally. I mean, really? That's took way longer than it needed to. But now, henceforth and forevermore, we have a way to get our tensioner untensionered. I don't know why they didn't leave a hole in that thing. I guess they figured you could get a wrench on the nut on the pulley on the other side, which I can't do. Okay, primed with oil, alternator's hooked up. Clean some of this stuff that's prone to fall off. Because I don't like things falling off the car when it's running. One half. Okay, put these guys up too. All right. Shoo. A little quickie look over here. Those are hood bolts, they're fine. And I drop that nut back on the floor again. Back to its home. Forget anything? I don't think so. Well, I guess let's see if we can see if it'll run. Yeah, I'm pretty nervous about this, actually. Okay. Well, primed with oil, got water in it, fused in the water pump, got some transmission fluid in it. Computer's hooked up. Let's hook the battery up. Hope it's not just completely dead. That was a dumb move on my part. And let's connect the laptop. Let me get in here. Ugh. Oh, commuter. Whoops. Key in it. We're in park. And our settings. Detect. It's looking. Found hood. Accept. Reading controller settings. Okay. Well, I guess there goes nothing, eh? Cross our fingers. Battery's dead. Battery is dead. Let's go hook the jump box up. Gosh. I mean, really? Jump box. All I had to do was not leave the battery hooked up, and everything would probably be fine. Instead, I'll leave the battery hooked up. Everything is not fine. But I did add lugs right here under the hood for just such an occasion. Jump box is on. Let it sit for a minute. It says to make it, you have to let it sit for 5 minutes, but I don't ever do that. This is basically the same tune that was in Nanner. So maybe it will work. Nope. Fail. It's not going to crank fast enough. Crank fast enough for the EFI to light off. Man. Frustrating. It's been a frustrating day. Okay, one of the advantages of having a second project car is you can rob the battery out of it. And we'll give it a second shot. Might even leave the jump box on it too, just for extra oomph, maybe. Okay, let's see. Computer's on. Key in. I hear the water pump running. Nope, not turning over fast enough. It's just wow. Maybe we should take our jump box off. I mean, this is kind of one of those, yeah, you put the battery in the back. Oh my gosh. Not sure it's going to work with the battery in the back. Oh, that battery was starting the red car okay. Nope, she did. That really sounds weird. Something's pressuring up, but it sounds like a line is bumping the bottom of the car. We need to do some looking. Battery cables. Checking to see if they were warm. Not warm. Okay. Looks like we are not going to get it started today. All right. That's going to do it for this episode of 30 Minute Mechanic. Like a moron, I left the battery hooked up with the trunk light on, so it killed my battery. So I don't have any batteries that are charged up enough to crank it over fast enough to get it to start. So that's how it goes sometimes. I'm going to throw that battery on the charger, and it'll be ready to light off, I don't know, sometime. So anyways, like, subscribe, tell your friends, ring the bell. Oh, and check the description down there. Check out my friends' pages, my friends' YouTube channels. I'm sure they'd appreciate a like and subscribe as well. So we'll see you next time. Bye.